Ever wish you could, like, I don't know, have X-ray vision, but for your company's processes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's kind of what UiPath Process Mining does.
Okay.
It helps you see all those hidden inefficiencies that are slowing you down. So today, we're taking a deep dive into UiPath Process Mining.
Sounds good.
Using their white paper as our guide, we'll be exploring how this technology not only helps companies understand their processes, but also how they can optimize them for automation and even get their employees excited about it.
What I find fascinating about UiPath Process Mining is that it goes beyond just like simple task automation.
Right.
It's about understanding the DNA of a business, the intricate web of decisions and actions and handoffs that make up a process. Imagine being able to visualize the actual flow of work.
Okay.
Not just how you think it's happening, but how it's really happening.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Companies often assume they know how their processes work, but the reality can be much different. And this is where the automation landscape gets really interesting.
Yeah.
McKinsey estimates that nearly half of all work activities,
Wow.
yes, even those high-level jobs, could be automated.
That's a huge opportunity.
Right.
But also a challenge.
Yeah.
Because if you don't fully understand your processes, how can you effectively automate them?
Yeah.
This is where UiPath Process Mining, I think, steps in as a critical component of hyperautomation.
Okay.
Think of hyperautomation as automation on steroids.
Oh, wow.
It's combining AI, machine learning, and yes, process mining to create incredibly powerful results.
Wow.
Gartner actually predicts that companies could slash their operational costs by an average of 30% by 2024.
30%?
Yeah, 30% using these technologies.
Okay, so UiPath Process Mining fits into this world of hyperautomation. But how does it actually bridge the gap between traditional robotic process automation and those next-level technologies?
Think of it this way. RPA is great at automating individual tasks, but UiPath Process Mining provides the bigger picture.
Okay.
Remember those old-school process mapping sessions with sticky notes and whiteboards?
Oh, yeah.
UiPath Process Mining uses your existing data to do that automatically.
Wow.
And it even has a special visualization tool called TraceUI to make it easy to understand.
Okay.
This gives you the context for those RPA automations and helps you identify which tasks will have the most impact when automated.
So you're not just automating for the sake of it, you're automating strategically.
Exactly.
It's like moving from a single snapshot to a high-definition video of your processes. You can actually see the bottlenecks, the deviations, the areas where things get stuck.
Yes.
That's something you'd never catch with those old sticky note sessions.
Precisely.
Yeah.
UiPath Process Mining is like having an X-ray for your business.
Right.
It reveals the inner workings of your processes.
Okay.
Using the data that's already there in your systems. This data-driven approach is far more accurate and insightful than traditional methods.
So it's data-driven, offers a holistic view, and helps you pinpoint automation opportunities.
Right.
What else makes UiPath Process Mining stand out?
Well, it's incredibly versatile.
Okay.
It has native ETL capabilities, which means you can connect to any database and transform the data without needing extra tools.
Okay.
It's user-friendly, too, with solutions like Apone that make it super easy to get started.
Right.
And don't forget about security. It offers robust features, including data anonymization, which is essential for compliance in today's data-driven world.
This all sounds great, but let's get down to brass tacks. How does UiPath Process Mining turn these insights into action?
Sure.
What's the real benefit for businesses?
One of the most significant benefits is that UiPath Process Mining is a full end-to-end solution.
Okay.
Most RPA solutions have a very limited view of how their robots are working within the bigger process. And most process mining solutions can't act on the insights they find. UiPath Process Mining can do both. It allows you to identify those bottlenecks with the process mining side, and then use RPA to automate those specific areas. It's a 1-2 punch for boosting efficiency.
So you're not just fixing problems once, you're setting up a continuous feedback loop for ongoing improvement. It's about constantly refining and optimizing those processes over time.
Exactly.
And what's really exciting is how UiPath Process Mining empowers employees.
Yeah.
By making those process insights accessible and understandable, It encourages buy-in for automation initiatives.
Right.
When people understand the why behind the automation, they're more likely to embrace it.
Absolutely.
That makes sense. It's about transparency and collaboration, not just top-down dictates about automation. But let's be honest, at the end of the day, businesses want to see results.
Okay.
Does UiPath Process Mining deliver in the real world?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Can UiPath Process Mining actually deliver, tangible results?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're going to dig into now. The white paper is packed with real-world case studies that show how companies are using UiPath Process Mining to streamline their operations, improve customer experiences, and boost their bottom line.
The case studies really bring the power of UiPath Process Mining to life. They showcase the versatility of the technology across, various industries and provide concrete examples of how companies are achieving measurable results.
Let's jump into the first case study. This one takes us to a major insurance and asset management firm in the Netherlands.
Okay.
They were looking to get a handle on their contact center automation, but they wanted to go beyond just looking at individual tasks.
Right.
They wanted the panoramic view, a true understanding of how automation was affecting their end-to-end contact center process. So they deployed UiPath Process Mining to reconstruct that entire process. Think of it like creating a digital map of all the twists and turns a customer's journey might take. And I bet that map revealed some interesting discoveries.
Yeah.
Did they uncover any hidden inefficiencies they weren't aware of before?
Absolutely. They found issues that were causing extra work for their employees.
Yeah.
And leading to longer wait times for their customers. These were problems hidden beneath the surface.
Right.
Problems they wouldn't have even noticed without UiPath Process Mining acting like an X-ray illuminating those dark corners of their process.
So they were able to see those problem areas, but what did they do about them? Did UiPath Process Mining help them take action?
That's the beauty of this technology. It's not just about identifying problems. It's about empowering companies to solve them.
Right.
Armed with these new insights, the firm adjusted their contact center automation, leading to, a significant reduction in customer wait times.
Wow.
And an 80% standardization of their work. That kind of consistency can be a real game changer for a business.
80% is huge. That must have had a significant impact on their efficiency. But did those improvements translate into actual cost savings? After all, that's what many businesses are ultimately looking for.
You're right, and in this case, the financial impact was undeniable. The company achieved cost savings of €568,000 within their contact center alone.
Wow.
That's a concrete example of how UiPath Process Mining can deliver a strong return on investment.
Okay, let's shift gears and explore a different industry. The next case study features a global automotive supplier,
Okay.
a company that's constantly innovating and pushing the boundaries of technology. Even a company like that can benefit from process optimization, right?
Absolutely. Innovation doesn't mean you're immune to inefficiencies. This manufacturer wanted to streamline their purchase-to-pay, or P2P process. It's a process that often involves multiple departments, mountains of paperwork, and plenty of potential for delays and errors.
I've heard those P2P horror stories.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like a process that's ripe for optimization in, many companies.
Yeah.
What were this manufacturer's specific goals?
They had, a global operation with multiple plants around the world.
Right.
So they needed a way to identify and mitigate control risks, eliminate double entries by suppliers, and reduce those frustrating delays that can plague the P2P process. They wanted a unified view of their operations, a way to see the big picture across all their locations.
That sounds like a complex challenge.
Okay.
How did UiPath Process Mining help them tackle it?
They implemented UiPath Process Mining and achieved full transparency into their purchasing processes.
Okay.
It was like turning on a light in a dark room. They could suddenly see the root causes of delays, inefficiencies, and even potential audit risks that were lurking in the shadows.
So they went from limited visibility to having a clear, data-driven understanding of their P2P process. It's a powerful transformation. But how did that translate into actual improvements?
This newfound clarity empowered them to improve purchasing performance across multiple plants. They could identify the true costs of certain management choices, which allowed their leadership teams to evaluate potential reorganizations to boost efficiency.
It's amazing how UiPath Process Mining can not only improve existing processes, but also inform those strategic high-level decisions. It's about giving leaders the data they need to make those big, impactful changes. Okay, ready for our final case study. Let's head back to the Netherlands, where a major telecommunications company was also facing challenges with their P2P process.
Okay.
We're talking about a company with millions of customers across 5 countries, so their P2P process must have been incredibly complex.
You can imagine the sheer volume of transactions they were dealing with, millions of purchase orders and invoices flying back and forth. They desperately needed a way to gain better transparency, flag control risks, and pinpoint those cost-saving opportunities.
It sounds like they were drowning in data.
Yeah.
But lacking the tools to make sense of it all, they needed a way to move beyond those manual processes and gut feelings and embrace a more data-driven approach.
Exactly. So they turned to UiPath Process Mining to eliminate those manual data handoffs and gain access to real-time insights. They wanted to see what was happening as it was happening.
Did UiPath Process Mining live up to the hype? Were they able to achieve those goals?
The rates were impressive. They were able to analyze over 200,000 items, including purchase orders and invoices.
Boy.
This led to a 20% reduction in labor costs,
Wow.
a 29% improvement in invoice handling time, and better predictability on costs. Plus, they even saw improvements in their relationships with their suppliers.
Those are some serious wins. Cost savings, increased efficiency, and stronger supplier relationships. It's a testament to the power of data-driven decision-making. But what really strikes me about these case studies is that they're not just about technology. They're about people.
I agree. UiPath Process Mining isn't just about automating tasks. It's about empowering people to work smarter, not harder. It's about freeing up employees to focus on those tasks that require, uniquely human skills, like creativity, problem solving, and building relationships.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see how UiPath Process Mining can transform not just businesses, but also like the way people work and collaborate.
Yeah.
It's like giving everyone a superpower, the ability to see and understand the processes they're a part of.
It's not just about visibility, though.
Right.
It's about turning that insight into action.
Okay.
UiPath Process Mining helps break down those traditional silos in organizations where different departments operate in isolation. It fosters a culture of collaboration and continuous improvement, where everyone is empowered to contribute to making processes better.
And that's especially crucial in today's world, where businesses need to be incredibly agile to keep up with those rapid changes in technology, customer expectations, and market dynamics. UiPath Process Mining gives companies the tools to not only react to change, but to anticipate it.
Exactly. Instead of constantly putting out fires,
Right.
you can start focusing on preventing them
Okay.
by continuously monitoring and analyzing processes.
Yeah.
UiPath Process Mining can help businesses identify potential bottlenecks or issues before they even arise.
It's like having a crystal ball for your operations.
Right.
And let's not forget the human element.
Yeah.
One of the biggest fears around automation is that it'll replace jobs.
Yeah.
But UiPath Process Mining actually helps create a more human-centric workplace.
Think about it.
Okay.
If you can automate those repetitive, mundane tasks that bog people down,
Right.
you free them up to focus on the things that humans do best. Problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, and building relationships.
Yeah.
It's about using technology to augment human capabilities, not to replace them.
So in a way, UiPath Process Mining is helping us redefine what it means to work. It's about shifting from mindless tasks to mindful work,
Right.
where employees are engaged, empowered, and contributing at their highest level.
It's about creating a future of work that's more efficient, more engaging, and ultimately more fulfilling for everyone involved.
We've covered a lot of ground today,
Yeah.
from understanding the power of UiPath Process Mining to seeing how it's being used in real-world scenarios to envisioning its impact on the future of work.
Yeah.
As we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought.
Okay.
Imagine if you could apply this level of process analysis and optimization, not just to your work, but to your entire life.
Oh, wow.
What hidden inefficiencies could you uncover?
Interesting.
What aspects of your daily routine could you streamline?
What could you achieve if you approached your life with the same data-driven, continuous improvement mindset
Right.
that UiPath Process Mining enables? That's an intriguing question, isn't it? Perhaps the most impactful innovations are the ones that not only transform businesses, but also transform the way we think, the way we live, and the way we interact with the world around us.
That's a perfect note to end on.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of UiPath Process Mining.
Of course.
We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration.
Until then, keep diving, keep exploring, and keep seeking those transformative insights.